Welcome back to Sailing SYMRA. In this episode, I'm going to share some of my favorite places we've sailed when we live aboard SYMRA. I'm also going to map out our plans for this summer. Maybe we'll see you there. Hey, I'm Tanner Sparling. I am 10 years old, and during the school year, I live in Evergreen, Colorado. My family owns a wooden sailboat named SYMRA, built in 1941 and is currently moored in a marina on Vancouver Island, British Columbia. That's in Canada! Every year, my family sets sail during summertime to explore the wild places in the Pacific Northwest. My parents have been sailing since they got married, and we bought SYMRA when I was 3, so I have been sailing boats for as long as I can remember. When I'm not sailing SYMRA in the PNW, you might find me on an update of 420 or our Melgus 15. This is my dad, Jonathan, and this is my mom, Gretchen. They have challenged me to learn more about sailing as I get older, and it's a lot of fun. This channel will document the stories of our adventures, from the beautiful scenery, caring for our boat, and more. Join us on Sailing SYMRA. SYMRA has always been in the Salish Sea, which is named after the native people who first lived in this area. This large coastal network is made up of two main bodies of water. In the south, the Puget Sound, and in the north, the Strait of Georgia. They are separated by the Strait of Juan de Fuca, the main connection to the Pacific Ocean. Crossing these straits can be wild. We have sailed as far south as Tacoma and as far north as Dent Island, just shy of Devil's Hole. We loved exploring the islands near Seattle, especially the San Juan Islands, while we were cruising in the USA. These past few summers, we have been exploring mostly in British Columbia, since our boat is moored on Vancouver Island. This gives us very easy access to the Gulf Islands and is a great spot for us to set off north. In 2022, our cruising highlight was certainly Princess Louisa Inlet. It was our first time to go, but SYMRA had been there dozens of times before us. My grandparents even joined us there by float plane, and we sailed them back to Anacortes with a memorably rough beat down into the Jervis inflow winds and a rough crossing of the Georgia Strait. In 2023, we met up with some friends inland and were welcomed to Desolation Sound with dolphins playing on our bow wake. We did some salmon fishing on the Sunshine Coast, and we discovered some special places like Penrose Sound. We loved the spot because of how still it was and how warm it was, which made it great for swimming. In 2024, we went back to some of our favorite spots. Penrose Sound, Tequern Falls, Walsh Cove, and we even found some new ones like an unexpected overnight in calm seas at Middle Natch Island and excellent hiking in the Octopus Islands. As I'm making this video, it's my last week here in Colorado as we prepare to head out on our summer adventure. This year, our main goal is to revisit Princess Louisa Inlet. We just loved it so much and want to try to hike all the way to the trapper's cabin. I was too little last time to make it the whole hike. But before we go, my dad and I plan to haul out the boat and put on some fresh bottom paint. After our pre-cruising chores are done, we will first spend about a week in the Gulf Islands before crossing the strait towards Jervis Inlet. To exit the Gulf Islands, we have to pick a path, which is a narrow waterway with strong tidal currents. The most likely path we will pick is the Dodd Narrows, which we've traveled through many times. If we don't time the path correctly, there will be dangerous whirlpools and eddies. Currents there can reach max speeds of over our maximum boat speed, so timing the current is very important. After that, we cross the Strait of Georgia and head towards Princess Louisa. There, we must time the Malibu Rapids to enter the inlet. When we exit Princess Louisa Inlet, we will try to avoid beating into the inflow and spend some time near Jedediah before we cross the Strait of Georgia again and go to Comox, where we'll stay for about 2 weeks. In Comox, we'll take a brief break from sailing and rent a car to drive to Tofino on the west coast of Vancouver Island. Maybe one day we'll sail there. Tofino is super cool because it's right on the beach. I learned to surf there a few years ago and plan to surf more this summer. After that, I'll spend a week in Comox at sailing camp. Last year, I did a ton of opti racing, which was really fun. In the evenings, my dad and I like to take out the Sailing Club's 420s and sail around the bay. My parents catch up on work, we all catch up on rest, and my mom does a lot of laundry. After camp, we plan to push further north and meet my grandparents at one of our favorite spots, Dent Island. We love Dent because it's an amazing place to arrive after a long couple days of sailing. The resort has awesome food. My favorite is always the dungeon. This area is a sanctuary for wildlife, and I can't wait to share more about what makes it so special. If I'm lucky, I'll get to sleep in my hammock under SYMRA's boom for about 40 days this summer. I can't wait. Before the fun begins, we have a lot of hard work to do getting the boat ready. See you next week.